Hello everyone and welcome to the channel which try to deal with geopolitical issues. So if you like really my video, I invite you to click on like that you can receive the latest notification on videos that I'm producing. So now we'll still continue talking about Yemen. I remembered you that on Friday we produced a video related to a possible independence of South Yemen. Actually, I recommend you to see this video, which is called "Will South Yemen will be inevitably independent?" So you can see it. And in this video, I would like to remind you that we talk that the secessionist movement is supported by the United Arab Emirates authorities, and due to this support, they have been able to advance. And now we will talk this issue not only from the political side, the political prism, but now from the military specter, and to see how come, from a military point of view, those secessionist troops have been able to gain territory. So I remember you saw on Thursday a major airstrike have occurred in southern Yemen, which have been those airstrikes have been led by the United Arab Emirates, which caused probably 300 deaths, according to the Yemeni defense minister. So we raise the question why the United Arab Emirates have used so much force, and will this action will cause the end of the coalition that gave birth in 2014 following the Houthi uprising. And so it is the end of the Saudi Emirati coalition in Yemen. We will try to answer those questions in this video. So indeed, at this stage, three scenarios are now the most likely. So which are those three scenarios? Do Emirati have consulted the Saudi before the airstrike? If yes, did Saudi give their approval, or did they decline? Or did the third possibility, the third scenario is, did the United Arab Emirates led those airstrikes unilaterally without consulting Saudi Arabia? And it's very difficult to give a definitive answer, but what we can be sure is most likely, based on those three scenarios, we can say that probably the coalition fall apart, because in the assumption that the United Arab Emirates did not cancel the Saudi Arabia and led this airstrike, definitely we can say that this coalition fall apart, meaning that the United Arab Emirates doesn't feel compelled to consult Saudi Arabia, its partner, its supposed partner. In the scenario that if Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates consulted Saudi Arabia and Saudi Arabia gave its approval, at least maybe we can say that the coalition is surviving, but the Yemeni government will fall apart, which is very difficult to conceive from a Saudi point of view. As far as we know, the Saudi really wants to preserve this government. It's hardly difficult to think that this scenario is likely. And the third scenario would be, which could also be likely, that it means that the Emirati consulted the Saudi before this airstrike, and the Saudi declined and did not give their approval, which is possible, and so it would mean also that the coalition would fall apart. So we see that according to those three scenarios, at least the two most likely scenario, meaning that the Emirati went unlikely without consulting Saudi, or the Saudi were consulted but did not give their approval. In both scenarios, we can say that the coalition have now fallen apart and have ceased to exist after 4 years of existence. So it shows what we can say that the airstrike from Thursday, 29th of August, have clearly deepened the rift between two powers, between the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, and now bring and highlight clearly a conflict in objective between both sides, in objective and more specifically in tactics, because both sides actually wants to get the same objective, which is to keep Yemen feeble and vulnerable, but the tactics is totally different, because both sides support two different parties. For the United Arab Emirates, they clearly support the secessionist movement, and for the Saudi Arabia, the Yemen legal government. So we can probably say now that this coalition have totally ceased to exist, and both of them, both actors, United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, are now acting totally independently, probably without consulting each other.